Hi, this is Michael from Neatline Antique Maps, and this is the first edition of an important map published in London in 1784. The map depicts the third voyage of one of history's greatest explorers, Captain James Cook, a voyage in which Cook met his demise in the Hawaiian Islands. It was made by Lieutenant Henry Roberts, Cook's master's mate on the voyage, and published in London by the famous William Faden, royal cartographer to King George III. Now it has become known as the legendary lost chart of Captain Cook. This is because following the expedition's return to England in 1780, the much-anticipated journals and charts fell prey to Cook's political enemies, with the result that this chart was not included in the official publications of the expedition. One of the most important features of this map is actually not related to Cook, but to the Arctic discoveries of Samuel Hearne, a full decade before his journal and maps were to be published. Hearne is known as the first European to make the overland route to the Arctic Ocean, which he did via the Coppermine River in northern Canada. As such, our map offers evidence of what until then had only been drawn in manuscript form by Hearne, namely the impossibility of a northwest passage through Hudson's Bay. Hearne's map had been in the possession of the Hudson Bay Company, and it is possible that the company suppressed it to protect its interests in the north. Another possible reason that the Roberts chart was dismissed could be a result of the involvement of Alexander Dalrymple in the selection process. Dalrymple was a main proponent of the existence of a vast southern continent like the one on this map, a myth disproved by Cook on his second voyage, for which Cook had been chosen over Dalrymple. But of course, the main subject of this map is Cook's famous third voyage. The expedition traveled to Tahiti before turning north and landing in Hawaii, becoming the first Europeans to do so. Cook named them the Sandwich Islands after the Earl of Sandwich, who was at the time acting First Lord of the Admiralty. They left Hawaii and sailed to the Oregon coast, where our map picks up. After spending a month on Vancouver Island trading with natives, Cook sailed to the Bering Strait, filling in the blanks on nautical charts that existed between Spanish California and Russia, Alaska. Though he tried several times, Cook failed to sail through the straits. He turned his ship south, arriving in Hawaii again in 1779. This second time around, Cook and his men stayed in Hawaii for a month. Just as they were about to leave, a skirmish broke out with the Hawaiians, during which Captain Cook was killed. Charles Clerke took over the expedition and made yet another failed attempt to get through the Bering Straits. Clerke himself died before the ships made their return journey in 1780. As you can see, there's a lot of drama behind the lines on this map. Finally, I want to point out that the chart has a ton of interesting details, with areas of British, Russian, and Spanish discoveries coded in red, blue, and yellow, and important geographical notes. It is an incredible map with an incredible history. Thanks for watching.